one thing that we've seen since the rate notice and also the start of AEP is there's been a really, really big push here in DC from, the trade association, AHIP, BCBSA, BMA, and all of the rest, right, who represent MA plans and dual plans, is that, is the impact of that rate notice, and especially how that's impacted benefit offerings with supplemental benefits, especially, right? And there's a really big push going on right now, right? In every sort of email newsletter I get, there's a paid for by AHIP section or paid for by BCBSA section talking about these things. But I think that like the expansion of supplemental benefits, or the sort of, ability for plans to sort of get even more creative in that space, is something that I think we're going to see an increase of. And I think that we're also going to see, and I made this prediction a few days ago, but I think that we're going to see sort of a reversal, if not a stagnation of what we saw in the Biden administration with the rate notice cuts. And I think that those two things are going to really bode well, I think, for how members are experiencing Medicare Advantage, how they're experiencing stars. It's going to lead to, more fondness of an already well-loved program. And I think that it's going to really sort of beat back a lot of the criticism that Medicare Advantage plans face in Congress right now. So if you think about all the investigations on prior auth and this and that, right, I think there's a solid argument to be made about the impact of the rate notice, how that impacts benefits, what we're going to see coming out of this AEP, more and more popularity. And that's why I think at the top I said, Medicare Advantage is going to come out as a winner here, but I think we got to make sure that the conversation stays in a way that is one that benefits the sustainability of the program. And I think RFK's beliefs on supplemental benefits are going to be a benefit as well.
Agreed. Don't forget, supplemental benefits came in under Trump.
Yep.
Right? Under Seema Verma.
Yeah.
Patients before paperwork.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That simplification and that expansion of supplemental benefits, specifically around addressing social risk factors, unusually, right? And expanding the supplemental benefits into that space. I think they're going to double down on it. And I think they're going to expand the technology aspects of what is allowable. And I think they're going to simplify some of the reporting requirements to make it less burdensome for plans to innovate in this space and not be afraid to innovate, and to have the private sector continue to solve problems in the space. One of the priorities that RFK mentioned was the reduction of chronic disease in America. And I think he really is focused on children, but I think, the beneficiaries of all of this will be through the treatment of supplemental benefits in the Medicare Advantage program, that expansion and in that space. So that's my prediction.